so icy, wonder why she like me, bitch, I'm drowning in water. I just bought a cube and dipped the fountain.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take up this podcast by saying the passing of Howard Finkel. I want to say rest in peace. I don't know much or remember much of Howard. I do remember him coming to WWE a few different times for like the Hall of Fame, when he was Punk's special ring announcer and stuff like that. I want to take 10 seconds in silence to honor the great Howard Finkel. Thank you guys so much. I also want to talk about the release of many superstars from WWE before I get on to my results. Rusev, Drake Maverick, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, EC3, Kurt Hawkins, Heath Slater, Eric Young, Lio Rush, Aiden English, Sarah Logan, Eric Rowan, Primo and Epico, Mike Kanellis, Maria Kanellis, Zack Ryder, No Way Jose, Diana Perez, Alexander Jazik, I'm not sure on that guy. There are also people from backstage like Kurt Angle, Shane Helms, Lance Storm, Billy Kinman, Mike Rontana, Dave, aka Fit Finley, Pat Buck, Sarah Stock, Sean Davari, Scott Armstrong, Mike Chioda. He was a referee. I said his name wrong. I'm sorry. Andrea Linsberger, writer Chris Guy from the Performance Center, trainer Serena Deeb, Performance Center Kendo Caution. Said his name wrong. I don't know many people from the Performance Center, but that was a full list of it as of yesterday or Wednesday or yesterday, I believe, Thursday. And you know, I had a feeling that I knew they were gonna release people because they had a conference call Wednesday morning, and Vince McMahon pretty much told everyone that he was going to he's gonna be cutting a lot of people due to being, you know, everything going on. I'm gonna go through this list and I'm gonna tell you guys that I could possibly see where I think they'll go. Drake Maverick. If he were to go anywhere, because I see him staying in WWE, staying free. Maybe do some independent shows. I don't see him going anywhere until WWE calls him back up. But if he goes anywhere, I can see him going to TNA. Rusev, I feel like Rusev would be a guy to either go to AEW, possibly go to TNA, somewhere else. I don't see Rusev waiting around. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, I can see him going back to New Japan, possibly in the future working at AEW. EC3, I can see him going back to TNA. I would like to see him go to AEW, but I don't see him going anywhere besides TNA. Kurt Hawkins, I could see possibly going to AEW eventually. I know people don't think he's really that talented, and he's not that good. I personally have been a fan of Kurt Hawkins ever since he was an Edgehead. When him and Zack Ryder teamed up, and they were tag champions. I've always been a fan of Kurt Hawkins. I hope he comes to AEW just for my fan. I'm a fan. But I could see him just sitting around. He does have the Creative Pro Wrestling in New Jersey that he does. I know he wrestles around there, and he has his own little promotion that he trains guys. So I could see him doing that. That's what he was doing before. And then when WWE calls him possibly back up for a third time, I can see him going back to WWE. Heath Slater, honestly, I don't see him going anywhere besides maybe TNA, maybe Power, or just sitting around until he gets called up by WWE. Eric Young, maybe TNA. Lio Rush, I could see Lio Rush going to AEW. Aiden English, not going anywhere that I could see. Sarah Logan, possibly AEW. Eric Rowan, I'm not sure where he would go. Primo and Epico, they'll probably go to wrestle in Puerto Rico. That's not being funny. I know they wrestled there in the past. That's where Carlito wrestles. Mike Kanellis and Maria Kanellis probably go back to TNA. Zack Ryder, if he were to go anywhere, I could see him going to AEW possibility. That's another one, kind of like her Hawkins. It's not for a for sure thing. He might just sit around and go back to his YouTube for a while. No Way Jose, not going anywhere. The other guys probably just gonna sit around until WWE calls them. Everyone like the performance guys. Kurt Angle's probably obviously not going to go anywhere. Finley's gonna probably just wait around because a lot of these guys I named off will possibly. Let me turn my computer off so you don't hear the fan in the background. I just had to read off the list. A lot of the guys that I named off, like for the performance, obviously they're not. It's obviously they got cut and released. It's not doesn't mean it's gonna be forever. McMahon lost a lot of money. He's still rich. He always will be rich. But he just pulled WrestleMania with no one in the crowd. XFL filed bankruptcy. So and a lot of these people like that I named off they weren't really doing anything at the moment. With everything going on, with it being recorded, a lot of the guys were just pretty much at home, sitting at home, not doing much. So like, I understand where they're coming from. It sucks, and I feel bad for the guys. I do feel bad for the guys that got cut with this whole pandemic going on. But there's hope, and I hope some of the guys do go somewhere else. Oh, and the Revival. I did post something on YouTube, but I my Spotify and stuff. I did talk a little bit, like a minute, about the Revival. They also got released. They wanted to though. They've been asking to get released for a while. WWE finally granted them their release. Those guys definitely I see coming to AEW. Now that I got that all the way, I do want to apologize for being a little late. I know it's every Thursday. I said I would post, but I did work Wednesday and Thursday. I didn't watch AEW until last night, and I wasn't going to post this at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd rather post it at 7, 8 when it's all done editing. So I want to start off by saying that. Now, guys, I am the Legion of Goon podcast, episode number 4. Every week I have been on to the top of it. Thank you guys, everyone that's tuning in, everyone that's commenting, everyone that's liking and loving my stuff. I appreciate you guys so much. I know that you guys might not all be wrestling fans. I know last week I was all loud and I was being obnoxious. I said that. I'm sorry. And I was being very, I was hyper. I was having fun with it. I wasn't being me. I was faking it. My buddy actually called me out for it. He said, dude, just be normal. Just talk as you would as you're talking to us. You don't have to be extra. You don't got to talk quiet. You don't got to talk loud. You don't got to make corny jokes. Just be you. So I'm going to try that this week. And I hope you guys like it. I'm still getting new to this. I'm still getting new to this whole podcast, because last time I did a podcast it was more wrestling news, but I figured every week I could just post my NXT/AEW results, and then if something were to happen like this release, I would have did this release thing yesterday or when it happened, but I figured it'd be better just do it all in my podcast, because this podcast might not be that long, because I did not take many notes this week. That's another thing I'm practicing with, guys. I'm practicing on taking notes. I'm not that bad. I'm not the best at multitasking of that. If I were to say where I'm watching the match and I'm able to call off every move. I don't know every move, so when I call off some of the stuff that happened last night and I talk about it, for one, it's not in order. It's not the whole 20-minute match in my writing. I go from so-and-so clothesline to powerbomb to win. The match was obviously a lot longer than that, so don't think that's how the match was. If you don't watch AEW, you're just here supporting me, don't think that's what I'm doing. Don't think that's the whole match. Don't come here thinking I'm going to give you a play-by-play. Also, don't, when I say the names wrong, don't make, I might get the names wrong. I'm trying to get better at this. I'm hoping within a month or two from now, all the words are correct, the moves are correct, and it's a lot better than just a 2-second no. So, once again, sorry for being late. AEW. It opens up once again with Jake the Snake Roberts. Jake the Snake Roberts was letting people know that the TNT title was made for him. It was made for Lance Archer. This whole tournament was made for Lance Archer to show the world who he is. Saying Colt Cabana don't stand a chance. He is upset. He got pushed out of this country. He got pushed in Japan, and he dominated, and now he's back, and he wants people to watch out. He wants people to watch out for him, and he will destroy anyone that gets in his way. Jake cutting another great promo. Colt then, after that promo, Colt was telling, they had a little video package about Colt. Colt letting people know that Lance was great. Matter of fact, Lance Archer, this is me saying it, if you guys didn't see Lance Archer in Japan, Lance Archer was great. Lance Archer has always been dominant. And like that, Colt said that Lance was always great in Japan. He was dominant in Japan. But so was Colt. Colt wrestled all over China, Australia. He did a Europe tour. He wrestled all over. And that he's not worried about Lance. And that tonight he will show the world that Lance can be beat. The first match of the night was Colt Cabana versus Lance Archer. Lance dropped Colt with a hard left arm. I call it a left arm clothesline, because he kind of like... And the funny thing is, when Lance was coming out to the ring, he was talking trash. Because like what I love about AEW is every week they have wrestlers and people in the crowd. So when Lance was coming out, and Lance knocked one of the guys out, he went in the ring, and then as soon as the bell rang, he knocked Colt out with like a left arm clothesline, I called it. Colt got up, punched Lance a few different times, with chops and so forth. Colt revert. So Lance was going to go for like a clothesline on the ropes. Colt reversed that, and then Lance fell outside of the ring. Colt jumped on Lance, but Lance caught him. And yeah, so Colt went to jump on Lance. Like, I think he was on the second rope. But Lance did catch him and slammed him onto the mat. Lance went for a pin, but Colt kicked out. Lance got upset, started yelling at the ref, then started hitting Colt a few different times. Lance jumped off the second rope onto Colt and went for a pin again. Colt kicked out at 2. Once again, Colt would just not give up. Colt would not give up. Lance went to jump off the rope again, but Colt moved off the way. Colt then hit Lance with the hand, the elbow. I call it the boom boom in the head. Then, well, that's what Chris Jericho called it. I don't want to take credit for it, but Chris Jericho called it the boom boom. And that might be what it's called. Then Colt completed a head scissors kick. Then he sorry guys, I apologize. I should just restart, but I'm not going to. So he completed head scissors, then a flying apple, went for a pin. Lance kicked out. Lance beat Colt with a blackout. Guys, match was good. Colt did lose. We knew this was happening. Like I said, Lance will most likely go to the finale, fighting either Colt or not Colt, Sammy, Darby, or Cody. One of those three. And like I said, it might be Cody, because when before they announced the TNT title, Cody was promoting about losing MJ and blah blah blah, and that, you know, it is what it is. And then Jake came out and said that he has a weapon and he has someone that will beat you. And now they have a TNT tournament. Cody's in it. Lance is in it. So I definitely see Cody and Lance fighting in the finale. And I can see Lance being TNT champion. Match was good. Match was 4 stars. This was the longest match I've seen for Lance in AEW. If you guys didn't check it out, I do recommend at least watching that match. The match was good. Like I said, the match was a lot better than the way I worded it out. But yeah. Golden Golden versus Britt Baker. I'm gonna call her name Golden. I'm sorry. I'm not good at names. That's one thing I lack with, but I'm just not gonna let that. I'm not gonna have that affect me from doing my dream. I'm not gonna have that affect me from doing. I've always wanted to do podcasts. I love watching podcasts. Joe Cronin, JDB, Kurt Hawkins, the Zack Ryder's. I love podcasts. I'm not gonna let my name botching affect me from doing that, because Golden versus Britt Baker. This match was quick. Britt hit Golden in the knee, then super kicked her in the face. Britt then hit Golden in the back of the head as her teeth were on the ropes. Match was beat her by doing that. So she had her like kind of like a curb stop. She had her biting the ropes, and then she hit her head. Kicked her head, back of the head, pinned her 1, 2, 3. Match was like 2 minutes. Match was okay. It was pretty much Britt Baker saying that I'm dominant. I might have lost last week, but I'm here, and I'm gonna win. I gave it 2 stars. It was, like I said, it was quick. The Inner Circle, aka the Bubbly Bunch, had a little video package promo segment. They were making fun of the Young Bucks. Going back and forth about the Young Bucks. Sammy was kind of making fun of the Young Bucks. Then Sammy said he's going to beat Darby Allin next week. Well, that happened later. So the Young Bucks, and then the Young Bucks was a joke of the first segment. It was Proud and Powerful and Sammy making fun of the Young Bucks and Jackson. Then they went on to Jake Hager. And Jake was like at his house by the pool with his kids, and he told his kids to cover his ears, and then let everyone know that he was going to beat the F out of Jon Moxley tonight. And then went to Chris Jericho, and Chris Jericho said, guaranteed Jake will be beating Jon Moxley tonight, carrying home the title. The next match was Shug D, a.k.a. Pineapple Pete, versus Sammy Guevara. The match started off slow. Sammy took out Shug D with a knee to the face. Sammy hit Shug D with a vertical suplex. Sammy kicked the bottom rope into the throat of Shug D. Sammy beat Shug D with the torture rack. Sammy let us know. And that's what I was trying to say earlier. Sammy let us know. People. Pineapple Pete was light work. He let us know that Pineapple Pete was easy work for the Spanish god that is. And he let everyone know, a spoiler alert, Sammy Guevara will be beating Darby Allin next week, and he will move on to beat Cody Rhodes. And he wanted to make an example out of Pineapple Pete, so he went on top of Pineapple Pete and did a few different punches: left punch, right punch, left punch, right punch, until Darby Allin came running out. Sammy rolled off the ring and walked up the ramp talking trash. Next match was Kip Sabian versus Chuck Taylor. I did not take notes on this match. I'm sorry. I did see Orange Juice. Orange Cassidy was on top of the apron. And then, as he was on top of the apron, Jimmy Havoc came out and took Orange Juice out and started fighting Orange Juice outside of the ring. And then, yeah, Kip Sabian won. I didn't take much notes on that match. The match was good. I just started not taking notes. I'm sorry. I apologize. Shawn Spears versus Justin Law. Match was another quick squash match. Josh was playing around with Justin at first. Justin almost beat him with a schoolboy. Once Shawn Spears said, okay, I almost lost, let me take this more seriously. Just Shawn Spears then, John then squashed him. Pinned him 1, 2, 3. The main event. 21 minutes. Probably 15 minutes of a regular main event. Jake Hager versus Jon Moxley. This match started off slow. I was a little worried about the match. It started off real slow, and I was like, but it picked up. They took it outside. The first couple of minutes inside the ring, there were submissions. Jake was trying to submit John. John was trying to submit Jake. They were trying to show their grappling skills and their submission skills, but they couldn't get a submission 100% in the works. They then took it outside. Jake did toss John on the concrete ground. Jon Moxley gave Jake the figure 4 using like the pole that you would, like the stairwell pole in the crowd, the audience there. He had him in a figure 4 using that. That was kind of cool. Jake obviously got out of that. Jake then tossed John into the guardrail. So he tossed him into the guardrail. They went back and forth in the crowd for a little bit. But yeah, Jon Moxley beat Jake with his dirty deeds, with I can't think what they call it, the Paradise Check. John beat him with the Paradise Check. Match was good. The match was long. It was like a 20 minute match. It was good. Started off slow, picked up at the end. I really did enjoy the match. John was saying throughout the match, and Jake put him in I'm gonna call it the ankle lock. He put him in that, and John was saying, you have to break my fucking leg. I'm not losing to you. I'm not gonna lose to you. Break my leg. I'm not gonna tap out. Back and forth. Match was good. I did like it. The show itself was a 7.5, 8 out of 10. John was just yelling at the camera, saying, "This is my title. This is our title. This is the AEW's title. No one's gonna take it off of me. AEW is the hottest promotion out there." Is what John was saying. Show's over. Good job. Not the show, but the AEW show. I gotta do NXT as well. BET 200 next week. If you guys are interested, every Monday, around 11, 12 o'clock, BTE, Being in the Elite YouTube channel, posts usually a 20, 15 minute vlog. These last couple of weeks, I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. 1 second, sorry. These last few weeks, Nick Jackson has a ring in his backyard. So they've been doing just different matches there. But next week, Nick versus Matt Jackson 1-on-1, Falls Count Anywhere match, Extreme Rules type of thing. Next week, Monday. So if you guys are interested, tune into that. You can find it at Being the Elite. Type in Being the Elite, you'll see their channel pop up. So So let me know what you guys thought about AEW. Next, we're going to talk about NXT. NXT, Finn Balor versus Fabian. I think I probably said his name wrong. I do want to take a note. I did not take this podcast will probably be over in the next 6 minutes. I did not take that much notes by NXT. Finn Balor beat Fabian. Finn beat him. The match went back and forth. Match went back and forth. 3-star match. It was alright. It was okay. Charlotte Flair says she's going to come to NXT. She's coming to NXT to run through one of the best women division in the company. She wants to show everyone who she is, saying she wants to wrestle Mia Yim because when she first came into NXT, she wrestled with Mia Yim, and she wants to give her kind of like that golden ticket. But once she beats Mia, she will run through, have William Regal line every girl up in the division, and she will run through everyone because that's what she does. Aaliyah versus Xia Li. Lee drops Aaliyah, then started to attack her with the punches to the face. Aaliyah got away. Leah won the match. Match was okay. It was 2.5 stars. Isaiah Scott versus Akira. Akira beat Isaiah Scott. Match was 4 stars. The match was okay. Tegan Knox versus Gonzalez. Tegan won the match. Like I said, guys, I apologize. I will do much better next week with NXT. If you guys have suggestions, like if you guys are for some reason, if you're a podcaster and you're watching my podcast, if you have a suggestion how to take notes on a match, how to get yourself focused on note taking, give me ideas, please. Give me ideas. So yeah, that match was good. Dexter Lumis versus Miles. Dexter beat Miles with an Anaconda Vice. Adam Cole had a little promo saying Dream don't deserve a shot. Ha. He was laughing at the camera saying, you actually thought I was showing up tonight, Dream. You don't deserve a shot at my title. You don't deserve a shot. No one in NXT or the WWE deserve a shot at my title. Saying Undisputed Era will win back the NXT Tag Team titles tonight. Dream then came out and cut a promo saying Dream wants Adam Cole to remember 2 things, 2 words, Dream over. Saying Adam is the last champion of Undisputed Era and he might be one of the best champions in NXT, but he can be beat. Finn Balor then came out saying, be careful on what you say, be careful when you talk about the best champion, because you're looking at him. I will ever be the best ever NXT champion, and be careful because next time you might get yourself in trouble. Well, then Dream said, how about we fight next week, me versus you. So next week, Dream versus Adam Cole. Or not Adam Cole, sorry. Dream versus Finn Balor. Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong versus Matt Riddle and Timothy. I can't say his last name. Timothy made Roderick Strong tap out. The match was good. The match was 4 stars. I actually enjoyed the tag team match a lot. And the reason why it wasn't Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne is because Pete Dunne can't leave United Kingdom with everything going on. Tommaso Ciampa was cutting a promo saying he is done with Johnny, he is done with Candice. They promised everyone last week that this would be the last time that they fight. And he was saying that Jon Moxley was the better man. Jon Moxley definitely outdid him. And then he got attacked. Tommaso Ciampa got attacked. You did not see nothing. You just heard a whole bunch of stuff like slamming on the ground and stuff, getting hit, blah blah blah. And then you heard heavy breathing, and then you saw a man's face, and that man was Killer Cross, finally making his NXT debut. Yeah, TikTok is what he said. The match, 7, 6, 6.5, 7 stars. 7 stars, 6 stars, 7.5, 6.5, 7. The match was okay. It's like an hour and a half show. Guys, please don't hate me. Don't judge me. 30-minute podcast. I'm going every week, and I don't want to drag and go for an hour and a half, and force myself to think of stuff. I just want to do what I do best, and that is give you guys a show. Like I said, if you guys have ideas on how to make it more interesting, I plan for every Thursday/Friday to post my results. So every Thursday/Friday. So every week, I will post news. I did have he's my buddy, but commented saying that I should do Power. Let me catch up on Power. Let me find out exactly where Power's at and where Dark is, and I will try to throw something together on Wednesday, because Dark has only been like 25 minutes long a week on. Dark's still an hour. Power's still an hour, so I could still do Power, but I don't know. So let me find out what's going on with that. Maybe start watching TNA and going back watching TNA. Let me look into that, see where TNA is actually, if I could actually watch TNA. Maybe I'll watch Ring of Honor as well. And I'm not saying I'm going to do a result for every show, but let's see what show I enjoy more. TNA, maybe I'll do TNA and Ring of Honor. Okay, I think Ring of Honor plays every Friday for me, so let me see. Let me look into that. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you watched this long and you actually listened all the way up to 32 minutes, thank you. I appreciate it. If you did slam your head through the wall by now, thank you. If you did slam your head through the wall by now, send me that medical bill. I got you covered. Just kidding. Don't send me your medical bill because it won't get paid. If I can't pay mine, how am I going to pay yours? Yeah, thank you guys so much. For everyone that got mad at me for trolling last week about CM Punk, that was a joke, guys. Get over it. Punk did return to Fox. I was having fun of it. I was copying. If you guys didn't know who I was copying, copying. Sean's View Entertainment. I think he used to go live. He still, to this day, records videos. And almost every video he posted, he had to say that CM Punk was going to return. Every time he would talk about CM Punk returning. So, that was the joke. Ha ha ha. Thank you guys so much. Please leave a like, favorite, show your friends. If you have anybody who's wrestling fans that might be interested in my boring talk, share the hell out of this. I love you guys so much. Thank you. At least you have a good podcast. Episode number 4 out.